Workplace Leadership Awards. I have a small presentation as we have a network called Asian Luxury Real Estate Network. Under this banner, we have done two awards, Mumbai and Bangalore, where we honor the luxury developers, luxury leaders in the particular domains. And we have the awards too. And we have a small presentation on real estate, that is impact of demonetization in real estate, special to luxury. I invite Mr. Dheeraj he is an ex-BNP real estate head. I invite him to come on stage and make the speech.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be very honest with you. I did not come prepared for this. I was not supposed to be speaking on what I'm speaking on now. तो थोड़ा बहुत ज्ञान जो है उसको थोड़ा बहुत सहन कर लीजिएगा, ज़्यादा नहीं है, थोड़ा ही है. What I would also suggest is, I'll try and make it a little more interactive. I don't have a presentation, as in I don't have a PPT. Like I said, I just was told to go speak on it. So it'll be a very generalized view of what's happening with the demonetization. And okay, again, the views which I'm going to say is very personal to me. Okay. As if now everybody has their own idea of what demonetization would do to the Indian real estate industry. It would, what I would say is, we have to wait and watch कि ये गाड़ी किस तरफ चलेगी. दोनों तरफ चल सकती है. But मैं अपनी जो view है, I'll just go ahead and share my views with you. I've been in real estate for the last few years, and what I felt was, especially north of India, but more so across India, none of the developers, I would still call it a very unorganized industry. None of the developers knew what they were doing. A lot of them were contractors who became developers. Okay, so leaving aside one or two big names, major names, most of the other people who just got into that industry. So by default, I would say. As a matter of fact, there were no colleges, there was no MBA degrees in real estate. So you would see a lot of people from the hospitality getting into real estate. That was just by default. So coming back to what it was and why, see, in the north of India specifically, what I noticed was in the last several years, I'll say about 7, 8 years ago, market was booming, everybody was making money. Unfortunately, what was happening was the market was always what I would call punter-driven. Okay, so you had a big punter who would go to an XYZ developer company and say, listen, I'll underwrite 50 apartments or 100 apartments, buy it at a discount, and then go ahead and they would sell it to smaller punters, okay, after a few months, and exit after making limited amount of profits. Unfortunately, no industry in the world works unless you have the pulse of end user or the consumer. उसके बिना कोई भी industry वो sustainability नहीं होएगी उसमें. So that was what was happening. Now I'm going to give you some facts just to give you a slight idea, and then I'll get on to the luxury part of it. The median income for a middle class household in India, it goes between 25,000 and it goes all the way till about 1 lakh. When I say that huge difference, that's because It could be a very small town in India, वहाँ पे 25,000 में भी वो middle class हैं. और आप गुड़गांव में हो, or you are in Bombay, even with the income of 1 lakh, you are still middle class. Now, somebody who makes 1 lakh as an income, which translates into 12 lakhs per year, if he was to buy, if they wanted to buy an apartment 7 or 8 years ago in Gurgaon, do you think they could afford an apartment worth, let's say, even 70 lakhs? Any idea if anybody could afford? See, how the banks work is, the banks, they fund you or they loan you money based on what your monthly income is. So if your income is 1 lakh, so they discount it by about 40%. They'll say, we can lend you between 40,000 to 45,000 max. Because 1 lakh जो होता है वो CTC होता है, वो नीचे घट के फिर वो और कम हो जाएगा, उसके बाद आपको और expenses हैं. तो even in Gurgaon, which I would say had the highest median income, a normal guy could not afford anything for 70, not even 60. And if I was to use mathematical calculations, they could afford no more than 40 lakhs at the max. आज की डेट में भी 40 लाख का अपार्टमेंट गुड़गांव में आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. You will have to cross Gurgaon, go to maybe across the border to Rajasthan, Bhiwadi या और उससे आगे. गुड़गांव में आपको 40,000 में, और ये affordable housing and all that, what you see now, trust me, that was never the plan by these developers. They didn't want to make affordable housing में किसने पैसा बनाना है? Now that because they're stuck with it. अब हुआ ये कि जो भी डीलिंग होती रही, that kept happening between one punter to the other. मतलब agents जो हैं वो आपस में खरीदते बेचते रहे. End user was very, very little. End user था नहीं. That is why as we talk, in Delhi NCR area, there is about an inventory of about 2 lakh apartments which are made. They're ready, but there's no takers. When I say Delhi NCR, obviously it'll cover Gurgaon all the way to Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad, Sonipat, all of this, the entire belt. Now can you imagine 2 lakh apartment तैयार हैं, लेकिन उनको कोई लेने वाला है ही नहीं. एंड यूजर जो है वो अभी भी अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता है. जब और ये केस गुड़गांव में है कि गुड़गांव में भी जहां पे इनकम 1 लाख होनी चाहिए 40 लाख का अपार्टमेंट खरीदने के लिए, छोटे शहरों में तो भूल ही जाइए. Who is to blame for it? Certainly the developers, certainly the government, the bureaucracy. It was hand in hand. And that is the reason we are where we are. Now we have a new thing. I was just reading a joke somebody passed on WhatsApp to me saying, अगर आज मोदी जी बोले रात को 10 बजे बोले कि मैं रात को 12 बजे एक अनाउंसमेंट करने वाला हूं और ये अनाउंसमेंट है और लाइट चली जाए, आधे लोगों को हार्ट अटैक हो जाएगा, कहीं ये 100 का तो नहीं बंद कर रहे आगे. So now, coming to think of it, what is demonetization and has it been done in other countries? I happen to be someone who has also lived a majority, I'll say more than half of my life in America. I'm a proud Indian American. 1969 में Richard Nixon, who was the president of America, had demonetized. Okay. Similarly, several other countries. As a matter of fact, if you look at Singapore, every 7 to 8 years they demonetize. Okay, to keep the system clean. The saying is, यार जो गरीब आदमी है वही लाइन में लगे हुए हैं चेंज करने के लिए. The leaders like, देखो क्या हाल हो रहा है. अरे यार तुम्हारे पास 50 करोड़ है, तुम्हें 4,000 का क्या करना है? 4,000 से तुम्हारा क्या होने वाला है? So I personally feel, having seen what's going to happen now, my view is, I was just discussing it with a colleague here, I'm looking at a minimum of 30 to 40% drop in pricing. This drop was maybe due already, but it was maybe 15. But with the new thing, with demonetization, now, because जो income है लोगों की, if they have to buy it in white, where are they going to buy it from? Let's look at luxury. Gurgaon में luxury जो है, let's say for example, we'll say Golf Course Road. Everybody familiar with Golf Course Road? वहाँ पे DLF का एक कॉम्प्लेक्स है, अरेलियास. आज की डेट में अगर आप मैजिक ब्रिक्स या 99 एकड़ या कॉमन फ्लोर पे कहीं जाएंगे and you look for an apartment in Aurelius, 5,500 to 6,000 square feet of space, it's going for about 15 CR, 15 crores. अगर किसी को वो मकान को अपार्टमेंट खरीदना है 15 करोड़ का, चलो हम कहते हैं यार उसके पास वाइट में भी 2 करोड़ या 3 करोड़ उसने जोड़ के रखा था, कैसे भी उसने 3 करोड़, चलो मैं 5 करोड़ देता हूं, तो 10 करोड़ उसको लोन चाहिए. ठीक है जी. अब अगर आप उस हिसाब से आप देखोगे तो 10 करोड़ का लोन उसको लेने के लिए अगर उसकी इनकम, अगर इफ ही इज ए CEO in a multinational where you have white incomes, I'm talking about people, I'm not going to talk about businessmen because unki to lagne wali hai, because if they had to pay it in white. For even a CEO who makes, let's say 2 crores a year, okay, which translates into a good 13, 14 lakhs a month, he cannot even come close to, not even close to buying that apartment. So, when it comes to luxury, not just the real estate part of it, luxury in anything. I looked at a beautiful Mercedes car outside. मैं दिल में ये सोच रहा था इसका भी प्राइस गिरेगा. मेरा ख्याल ये है कि लोगों के पास, जिनके पास मर्सिडीज है, मर्सिडीज रहेगी, उनके पास पेट्रोल डालने के पैसे नहीं होंगे. Because that you need it in white. So this is what demonetization does, because all the time people were just paying. Okay, so you will see it around yourself. So you go to maybe the Emporio Mall in Delhi or anything else in luxury. You will see across luxury, because these people, the people who were used to luxury had so much. They had so much, but almost everything was not accounted for, was not tax paid. Now for them to go and put it on their credit cards, वो नहीं हो पाएगा. Just to give you an idea, and I'll quote you a figure. Do you know India का about 8,500 Indians, their net worth, उनका जो net worth है, that has brought India to the 6th most richest country. So imagine 8,500 Indians versus 125 crores. Look at the disparity. Huge, humongous. This correction, I personally think, was God sent. This is, again, people might defer with me, okay? I'm not just going by my gut. I'm just saying if it was by the logical conclusions using economics, I can almost guarantee. If someone asks me, अभी हमें कुछ खरीदना चाहिए, मैं बोलूँगा नहीं. Hold on to your money, because you'll see in the next few months, this is my prediction, that the prices will keep coming down. The market is not going to go up until another, and the best part is, which Honorable Prime Minister has said, this is not the last of what I've done. उसने एक साथ में ये एंगल डाल दिया है कि अगर तुम सोचो कि दोबारा से शुरू कर देंगे नए वालों नोटों के साथ, तो this is not the, and I can almost predict that a year from now, if he goes ahead and says 2000 वाला नोट बंद, okay, I can almost predict it. But the way it's been going on, he was very smart. He really gave people enough chances. लोगों को उसने खूब चांस दिया, काफी समझाने की कोशिश की. बैंक अकाउंट खोलो, अपना आधार कार्ड लेकर आओ, ओके, खाते में पैसे डालो. the people who, middle class people or people like us who have, our incomes are tax paid incomes, हम पूरा टैक्स देते हैं, उसके बाद भी देते हैं, हम लोगों के लिए तो बहुत मजा है. If you have money in the bank today, you can say you have X 5 times. That money is worth. People will come to you and say, यार बॉस, और ये आपने देखा होगा कि यार मेरे को यार इतने का चेक दे दो वाइट में, मैं तुमको इससे 4 गुना पैसे दे देता हूँ. क्योंकि starting today, as a matter of fact, 500 is, I think 1,000 is already gone, and 500 remains, okay? So a lot of things will happen. So if I look at it as what it would do to the economy, I think for most people who are here, who I feel we are similar class, हम लोगों को तो फायदा ही फायदा है. रेट्स गिरेंगे जो आप लोग अफोर्ड कर पाओगे. In terms of real estate, it will make it easier for you to go ahead and invest. If I was to compare pricing, okay, just to give you a slightly bigger view how the pricing works across the globe. The pricing of real estate, okay, I have a property in New York, which I own. उस property को अगर मैं बेचता भी हूँ तो यहाँ पे मैं मतलब, and it's a big property, it's a couple of acres, I have a pool in the backyard and all that, whole shebang. उसको बेचने के बाद यहाँ मैं फिर भी सोच भी नहीं सकता, अरेलिया छोड़ो, उससे आधे से नीचे क्या कुछ खरीद पाऊंगा, क्योंकि रियलिस्टिक है वहाँ मनी. डॉलर की अभी भी वैल्यू है, अभी भी उनका, इफ यू लुक एट इट, जैसे डॉलर्स एंड सेंट्स, वो 1 पैसा यानी 1 penny, यू स्टिल, इफ यू बाय समथिंग इन द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स एंड यू पे एंड इट इज कॉस्टेड यू $1.99 और आपने $2 दिए, वो आपको 1 cent वापस देगा. हमारे यहाँ जो नोट की उसकी जो वैल्यू थी ना, वो खत्म हो गई थी, और वो होती जा रही थी. सो इट विल बी रियली नाइस टू सी, and I don't know if you're aware, but Government of India is, as we talk, printing out of the Nasik press, which was almost shut down, 1 rupee notes, the old ones, coming back. They'll be back in the market. So I think it's a feel good for anybody who has made money, work hard towards it, and who's paid their taxes. और जो आदमी जो शरीफ आदमी है, मैंने एक पर्सनल मेरा एक जोक था कि जिस दिन अनाउंस हुआ तो मैं कहीं बैठा हुआ बियर मार रहा था, तो जैसे कहीं अनाउंस हुआ, जैसे 8 बजे का समय था, उन्होंने अनाउंस किया 8:30 बजे, मैंने बोला आज मिडिल क्लास होने का मजा है. एज ए मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट आज इस देश में गरीब होने का मजा है. Because the kind of money these guys have, the others, that 8,500 people are holding a frickin' 125 crores at ransom. Excuse me. So, having said that, I personally feel आपकी purchasing power बढ़ेगी. If anybody was to invest at the moment, I would say just wait for a couple months. You'll see a lot of difference happening. And I think it's all going in the positive direction. मतलब हम अब थोड़ा बहुत जो है ना, और ये रह गए तो कुछ और भी होगा. But this is what my feeling is. I don't want to hold you guys for your dinner and all that. I know I was just told you have 10 minutes, and I was like, and just go and give an impromptu speech. तो मैंने बोला मैं कोशिश कर सकता हूँ. If there is anybody who has any question, कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे तो मैं उसका जवाब देने की कोशिश करूंगा. नहीं आएगा तो मैं झूठ बोल दूंगा, कुछ तो बना लूंगा. See, circle rates, just to give you an idea, circle rates, by the way, for Aralias, जिस जो प्रॉपर्टी 15 करोड़ की प्रॉपर्टी है, do you know what circle rate for that in Gurgaon is? 7,000 rupees per square feet. So multiply that by, even if it's 6,000 square feet. So 7,000 into 6. So it should be, as per the registry value, it should be 4 crore 20 lakhs. वो बेच रहे हैं 15 लाख का. You could see imagine the amount of difference. and 7,000 is the most in Gurgaon. And I know that for fact. Okay, there are only a couple of properties in Gurgaon, like the World Spa and the MGF properties, verandas, which fall in that bracket, and they've been given the highest, and that is 7,000. So, I mean, look at the disparity. वो बिक रहा है 25,000 में, 30,000 में, and the government rate is 7,000. So you can understand the value itself. I'm Noida. You know what I mean? With due respect to Noida and UPI share, due respect, I would never invest in anywhere which says, United Pradesh. Seriously, because the governments there have been changing, and each one comes out and totally revocates. That way, Haryana is a much better bet, because things were regularized here, and the government wanted to. So you see that difference. I was born in Gurgaon. I was born in Gurgaon when the population was 40,000. There were 26 cars in Gurgaon at that time. My father was the deputy commissioner of Gurgaon at that time. This is about 30 years ago. I was born not 30 years ago, but I'm just saying when my dad was there. So just to give you that little thing, how Gurgaon has come up, that's another topic of, smart cities, or hum log kya kar rahe hain Gurgaon ke saath. I call it pardon my French, I would call it, we are doing a gang rape of Mother Earth.